This is how much you guys are making your company. You're worth 500 grand a year, and you're only settling for 100 grand? You're gonna want to quit being a company driver once I show you reefer. Fuck the dry van, fuck all this other shit. Just reefer. Just reefer. Okay? Anywhere from anywhere. That's just today, during the weekend. Yo, let's do Monday. Let's do Monday. Monday, because Monday pays the highest. Yo. From California to Pennsylvania. $9,333. 2,763 miles. This is what you guys are generating for your company as a company driver. And if you drive 3,000 miles, look, all right, look. Now, from Pennsylvania, we're gonna do a reload. We're gonna pick a reload. Something short. Where's another short load? There, we'll do this one. 2,700, 754 miles. All right, we're gonna bust out the calculator. There, 2,700 plus 9,300. You're making your company $12,000. All right, now let's see what the miles are. 754 miles plus 2,763. Can you drive 3,517 miles a week? Yeah, you can. In 7 days, you're averaging 502 miles. Okay? 502 miles a day. Yeah, you guys can do that, even at 6 days. 586 miles a day. That now, divided by 10 hours of driving time, you're averaging 58 miles an hour. Can your truck do 65? If your truck could do 65, you could do 58. You could do an average of 58. It's been done before. Come on. Now, out of that $12,000 a week times 4 weeks, that's 48 grand. Okay, a month times 12. This is how much you're making your company as a company driver at Prime, whatever, Stevens Transport, Swift. This is how much you guys are making your company. You're worth 500 grand a year, and you're only settling for 100 grand? At best, 100 grand? Who pays 100 grand? I started at 50 cents per mile. Times 3,000 miles. $1,500 a week times 52 weeks. 78 grand a year. A year versus 576. They're making 500 grand on top. They're making 500 grand. Now, you're spending the fuel. They're spending the fuel. 500 grand. How much, if you're doing 3,500 miles a week times 52 weeks, you're doing 182,000 miles a year. Are you ever going to do that? No. You're going to do closer to that, right? Divided by, let's say you're averaging 8 miles to the gallon, and you're spending 19,500 gallons a year times 4.9. You're spending 95,000 a year in fuel. All right. So take 576,000 minus, I lost it. Let's say $98,000 in fuel. Minus, oh, look at that, perfect. Minus your $78,000 in salary. Okay? You're making your company 400 grand. Minus truck payment. Let's say $800 a week times 52 weeks. You're making your company 358,000. Oh, minus insurance. Minus 400 a week times 52 weeks. You're making your company 337,000. Oh, trailer. Let's just say they're paying for a fucking trailer. Brand new trailer is $100 grand. All right, but let's just say they bought a used one for $75,000. In 1 year, you bought them a trailer. Okay, now you're making your company $262,000. Is that it? No, minus registration, $3,000. Let's just say $3,000 a year. What else? What else? You're making your company over $250,000 a year, while you're taking home $78,000. That still needs to be taxed. Wake up. Be your own boss. Not only are you making your company over 250 grand a year, and you are being fucking taxed on that 78 grand, your company is taking the tax, and then your company is getting a tax credit. So when you're paying, let's say, 22% in federal income tax plus state tax, whatever the fuck that is, let's just add, I don't know, let's just make it a 29.9%. Okay? You're getting 54 fucking grand. Okay? Out of that 78 grand, your company is deducting that fucking tax. You're getting a tax credit. Your company, whatever it is, Swift, Prime, Stevens Transport, this, that, and the fucking third, they're taking that fucking tax, then they're claiming tax credit because they're paying for fuel, they're paying for the truck payments, they're paying for the insurance, they're paying for the registration. So they're getting a tax credit, and they're taking that tax that they're deducting out of your salary and using it for their purposes. Oh, but my company pays for the fuel, my company pays for everything. My company, like, dude, you are paying for everything. You working and driving that truck and delivering these loads for your company, you're generating the fucking revenue for your company. Your company is so glad that you're doing it, they're going to pay for your fuel. But guess what? Out of this 54 fucking grand or whatever, I was paying insurance, health insurance, and that was being deducted out of my salary. $52 a week. $52 a week. Minus 52 times 4. So now I'm paying times 52. Yeah. Yeah, that's how much I'm fucking paying a year in fucking insurance. Pretty much fucking 11 grand. 11 grand a year. So now that's my take home. 43,000 divided by 52 weeks. I'm getting $843 a week. Get the fuck out of here after tax. And then on top of that, this fucking dollar, these $843, you gotta pay sales tax whenever you buy something. $10. Hold on. Minus $10 plus 7% tax. Hold on. Minus $10 times 7% tax. Fucking shit. Wait, what the fuck is going on? Hold on. $10 plus 7% tax. Alright. There you go. 70 cents. You're spending. You're buying something for $10, you're actually buying it for $10.70. You guys know how fucking tax works, right? Okay. I don't have to explain it to you. I don't have to show it to you in fucking numbers, but holy crap. Wake up. Alright, just to point out, let's say you have $143.50 in your bank account. That 7% tax, let's just say 7%, because New Jersey is a 7% sales tax. Okay, that means you can buy something off the shelf that is $784, and you're gonna spend 7% tax. Okay, so $843 let's just do 843. Oops. 843.5 minus. You're spending $59 in tax. Back to the fucking state. On top of your income tax. On top of your federal income tax. On top of all that shit, you're spending an extra $59 in sales tax. Oh, you own a property? Huh. Well, then you can't spend that whole $784 because then you got a fucking property taxes, don't you? What? New Jersey's fucking insane. My property taxes is fucking $7,000 a year. Okay, so $7,000 a year divided by 52 weeks. I'm spending $134 a week in fucking property tax. So out of that, 843 minus 134. 843 minus 134. Yeah. So now I have $709 minus 7% in sales tax. So now I technically have $659 worth of on-the-shelf fucking products that I can fucking purchase for that week. You guys are insane. You company fucking you company fucking owners are insane. You're insane. You squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, and then you let the government squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, and then you let the state government squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. On top of that, whenever you get fucking pulled over, you're paying a fine. How much is your fucking stupid parking ticket? $55? Huh? $55? What about if you have a lights out? $55? $35? What is it? What is it in your state? Huh? These fucking cops are being used to generate revenue for the state, and the state don't even fucking pay fucking federal income tax on the revenue that they generate. They keep that shit. Wake up. Alright, let me tell you something about these fucking jobs. Apply now, $2,000 a week bullshit. I don't fucking take home $3,000 per week. Bullshit, man. Bullshit, bro. All right, listen. I have just over a year of experience with a CDL. I've had my CDL for 3 years, but I've been behind the wheel for technically a little over a year. Nobody's gonna fucking pay you $2,000 a week with a year's worth of experience. Now at Super Ego, let me see. How many months do I need to lease operate? Alright. Minimum requirements at Landstar. What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? You need to be 23 years old at least. Have a CDL. Alright, you need a HAZMAT endorsement. You need 1 year of verifiable OTR experience. You need all this bullshit, no DOT, blah, 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 no DUI, no positive drug or alcohol test, blah, 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 overall safe driving, this, that, and the third, right? You're applying for a fucking job over here when they put restrictions on you. Yo, what do you need at Super Ego? Let's see. At Super Ego. Alright, Super Ego, you need 4 to 6 months of verifiable CDLA OTR experience. Alright? Now, it is no minimal upfront cost. It's literally zero. Fucking zero. Now, you do have an escrow of $2,500. That's one time. You also have registration. but that registration is every year. Okay, it's just like being a traditional, conventional owner-operator. You need to pay your IRP plates every single year. Okay. How much does it cost per year to be an owner operator? Yeah. Okay. Now, okay, between $1,500 and $3,000 per truck. Annual IRP plates registration. You need to keep that shit up to date. All right. Now you're paying that at Super Ego, $2,500 every year. But you divide that shit by, let's just say, 10 weeks. Okay. When it comes time to pay your registration, they allow you to not pay it all at once. They allow you to make weekly deductions of as low as $250 a week. Look, when I first started my first 10 weeks, I spent $300 for both registration and escrow. Now that my escrow and my registration is complete, I don't pay that shit. Next year, I'll be paying $2,500. I'll tell them to divide it into 10 weekly payments of $250. So I don't have to fucking burden myself. That's what Super Ego does. They don't burden you with bullshit. You know, a lot of people can't last 10 weeks with all these deductions. You gotta do it whether you're owner operator or not. And if you can't survive with a deduction of 25%, you can't fucking survive then. Then you can't survive even if you take 100%. You want 100%? You'll never get 100% even being as a 100% conventional owner-operator. Never. Never, never, ever, ever, ever. Okay? With the way fuel is, alright, first of all, 100% minus, how much is fuel factoring? Not fuel factoring, invoice factoring. Well, I could tell you, I could show you right here. Hold on, I could show you right here, just over here. Just over here, I can show you. Look, factoring. How much is it? How much is it? Fucking shut up and just tell me the fucking number. Look, all this bullshit, all this fucking salesmanship for nothing. Bundle the OTR solution fuel card for an average saving of 50 cents. Okay. Will my factory deal carry over? Where will OTR solution? What will happen to invoices submitted to TruckSmart? Do I need to tell my brokers? Will I still be able to? How much? Yo, I know what. Listen, where the fuck is the fucking goddamn fucking? How much is it? How much is it? Alright, let's just fucking ask Google, man, because Google knows. I swear. Southern Bank Company? No. Between 1 and 5%, usually 2 to 5%. What the fuck? Alright. Let's ask OTR. How much is invoice factoring with OTR Solution. Between 2.5% and 3.5%. Okay. Fucking finally. Numbers. That's all I want to fucking see is numbers. I don't give a fuck about your fucking marketing or your salesmanships, bro. Well, my bottom fucking line is my bottom dollar, bro. So minus 2.5%. You're going to get 97.5% of your, let's say, $10,000 a week. $10,110 is what the fuck I made. Minus 2.5%. Okay? Minus fuel. Let's just say with my discount, $2,100. Minus truck payment, $800 a fucking week. Minus. You got a fucking minus, okay? Don't fucking piss me off. You motherfuckers who think that you're gonna get a load for $2,000 and you expect $2,000 in your bank account. Fuck out of here. You fucking live in a different world, man. Go to work. Shut the fuck up and go to work. This is how the world goes round. Anyway, minus trailer. Let's just say $500 a fucking week. Minus insurance. Minus 24,000 divided by 12 months. Okay? Let's just figure this shit out. Let's figure it out a different way. Hold on. Okay, minus 24,000 divided by 52 weeks. God damn it. Okay. You know, numbers don't fucking lie, and if you don't fucking know your numbers, or the numbers have to work for you. The only fucking people who have a problem with super ego are, I'm telling you, it's the big brand fucking mega carriers who want to fucking make $12,000 a week pulling reefer trailers, okay? They only want to pay fucking 10% to company truck drivers. Okay, look. What are you averaging as a company fucking driver with a fucking boss who's gonna tell you what to do, where to go, fucking give you problems, you can't fucking be a sitting duck or whatever. They're gonna fucking penalize you with their fucking punishments. All right, look, let's all punishment words and whatever penalties aside. $3,000 miles. Let's say you get 75 cents per mile. Okay, minus tax. What the hell was it? I don't even know. Doesn't matter. $2,200 fucking $50 fucking salary. My take home will be about $1,650. $2,250, not bi-weekly, bro. The fuck, bi-weekly? Yeah, federal. Yeah, starts at 10%. All right, dude. What's my tax bracket? $2,026. Yo, all right. So, at let's say you're making $2,000 a week, $2,250 a week times 52 weeks, you're making 117 grand a year. All right. So your tax bracket is between 100,000 and 211,000 for the year. Yeah. 22%. You're getting deducted 22%. 22% of your fucking. All right. Minus 22%. Don't forget your state tax. All right. Now let's figure out New Jersey. 10.75. Let's see. Come on, man. Between 75,000 to 500,000, you're spending a tax rate of 6.37%. Let's see. 6.37%. All right. So let's just do it like this. Minus 6.37%. Okay. You're getting 85,000. Divided by 52 weeks. You're making $1,643 a week. Clean. Now, sales tax. Okay? Sales tax. Now, every fucking state has a different fucking sales tax, and if you have a fucking property, you're paying property tax. So, basically, you're not even fucking making this money. This money that's already fucking taxed. It's gonna get taxed again. You cocksuckers in the State Department, I swear, I fucking, like, not every single state, I fucking hate most of you motherfuckers who wanna fucking, the Constitution says, literally, the federal Constitution says, to just take out income tax. Doesn't say anything about state sales tax or sales tax in general. You guys in legislations are fucking creating slaves because you want to fucking deduct dollars that really, what does it do? It gets us things, right? Food, water, cars, pussy, all right? Strip club, whatever your habits are, they're limiting your habits, okay? That's what they're doing with all this tax, okay? Now, as an owner-operator, you can pay yourself whatever you want. Pay yourself $800 a week for 52 weeks. Now you're paying tax on $41,000. Okay? No, I don't want to pay myself $800 a week. I want to pay myself $700 a week. Fuck that. Now I'm in a lower tax bracket of between $35,000 and $40,000. Now my tax bracket is 3.5%. So, minus 3.5%. They didn't take much. Now federal. What's the federal? Let's find out what the federal is. Come on. Come on. Federal. What was it? Alright. 12%. If you're making anywhere between $12,000 and $50,000, you're subtracting 12%. Minus 12%. Okay? You're paying tax on what you pay yourself. So yeah, you're paying yourself a salary while your corporate company, your LLC, whatever, is holding on to its profits. Okay? You determine how much you want to pay yourself, and you pay tax on what you pay yourself. Now, you can go as low as the minimum federal requirement, which is what is the federal minimum wage 2026. What? Yo. The federal minimum wage remains at $7.25. Really? Although most states now exceed this. Wait, I thought it changed. Fuck the state fucking fuck the state minimum wage. Doesn't matter what state minimum wage. When you're a truck driver, you're a federal employee, you're a federal employer, you're a federal truck driver. You're a commercial truck driver, you're federal. You're not state. So $7.25 per hour. All right. $7.25 per hour times 70 hours a week. You could pay yourself as low as $507 a week times 52 weeks. You could pay yourself $26,390, and you're automatically in the lowest fucking tax bracket. Okay? Cool, I didn't know I could do this while I'm recording. Alright. No, for 2026, man. Alright. 0 to 24,800. Huh. What was our tax? 26,390. I don't know how you get from 0 to 24,800. I don't know how you can make less than the fucking federal minimum wage. That shit needs to be updated. You see how these fucking cocksuckers at fucking, whether it's the IRS or the fucking your fucking senators or whatever, whoever are creating these fucking numbers, they're not even fucking this number 24,800 is not even up to date to the federal whatever. All right, you're spending 12% regardless. 12% federal minimum wage. Okay? Come on, man. Where's the fucking shit that I saw last time? Yeah. Do I have to say income for it to fucking pop up? Yo, I swear to God. Alright. So, between 12 and 50,000. What the fuck is this? Where's the shit that I saw last time? You fucking New Jersey income tax bracket. Okay. Where the fuck is it? Anyway, it's closer to fucking 1 point something percent. Okay. Bing bang boom. I'm gonna show you something else. Of my profits. Yes.
Yes, if your LLC is taxed as an S or C corporation, you can pay yourself minimum wage and take the rest as dividends. This strategy helps you avoid self-employment tax on those dividends, but the IRS does require your salary to be reasonable for your role.
If you go to a state that doesn't have corporate income tax, these are the states that don't take a fucking corporate income tax. And some of these states don't take a sales tax, an income tax on your income. Okay? So all you're paying is federal. Dude. If I don't fucking, which I don't work in New Jersey, okay? What the hell just happened over here? What is all these extra numbers? Yeah, let me clear this. Alright. I'm paying $4,000 a year in tax. $4,400 practically. Why? Why would I be a company driver? Why would I be a company driver? Why? Okay, why would I be a company driver when I could be my own boss? There is nobody on this earth or even away from this earth that tells me what to do. That's number one. Number two, rule number two, as a lease operator, never lease your truck onto a company, or a carrier, I should say, that has company drivers. Why? Because the carrier is going to give the best high-paying loads to the company drivers who are getting paid fucking pennies on the fucking dollar, rather than you getting the $3 per mile rates, or the $4 per mile rates, or the $5 per mile rates, which does exist. You want me to show you? I'll show you. It's usually the shortest fucking loads, 500-mile loads, that fucking pay the most. from anywhere to anywhere, okay? From anywhere to anywhere, and I'm going to take this off because you'll see. And I'm going to update this for everything. Every fucking thing. Because somebody does something over here. Doesn't matter what it is. Okay? We're going to do Monday through whatever. Okay? You're going to blow your fucking head off and you're never going to want to be company driver ever again. Oh, look at that. $15,000. Hell yeah, I'm enjoying this. $15,000 from Texas to, alright, nobody goes to Canada, but Ontario, Canada. $9.50 per fucking mile. This is most likely flatbed. More than likely. Step deck. Okay? $9. Yo, you want to be a company driver and miss out on this opportunity? 1,580 miles? You could do this shit in fucking 3 days. Make 15 grand yourself. The fuck? Look. Come on, man. And I'm going to even increase the rate per mile so you can see that there's $100 RPMs. $300 RPM. $4,500 to travel 15 miles. Could that be a fucking fake load? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? It could be, hey, somebody needs to fucking get some shit moved. Okay? But these loads exist. These fucking loads exist, man. Now, let's go back to the highest price because it pisses me off to fucking even see a load that's $200. I don't give a fuck how many miles it is. Alright. And like I said, these fucking loads, these loads that you see here, they're not set in stone. You can even negotiate higher. This is the lowest that they're willing to pay. The lowest. Now, if it is possible so that some of these loads can go into a bidding war and it could go less than this. That's if multiple drivers want it. The brokers will know. But, my guys, do you want to be fucking company? Or do you want to be your own fucking boss? Super Ego does not have company drivers. That's checks off company drivers off the fucking list. So,
Super Ego Holding mainly uses independent contractors and lease purchase drivers, not company drivers. Their business model focuses on supporting independent truck owners with things like 24/7 support.
okay? Alright, guys? No company drivers. All the loads you fucking get are 100% yours minus 25%. That goes to, look, 25% going to a Super Ego company or whatever, your carrier, okay, pays for the invoice factoring. It pays for them to find the loads. It pays for them to fucking negotiate the rates for you. They don't fucking necessarily negotiate the rates without you. I never negotiate a fucking rate without my dispatcher. I always keep them on the line and say, hey man, can we get more? Or is this set in stone? No, we could get more. Okay. He'll ask me, how much do I want? $3,500 minimum mile, $3,500 load. I'll say, give me $4,500. The broker will come back. We could only pay $38,000. All right, let's settle at $4,000. Right? Meet in the middle. Boom. They'll either do it or they'll say no. If they say no, I'll move on to the next fucking broker or move on to the next load. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Try to understand something. You run your business the way you want to run your business. If you can't fucking, if you feel pressured, you should not fucking be a company driver or you should fucking just quit just quit working altogether. Go on fucking welfare, get paid a cost to living, whatever the fuck it is, go on welfare, go on Section 8, get yourself a fucking $300 a week food stamps and fucking be a bum for the rest of your fucking life, because if you're not gonna fucking work, you're not gonna fucking do anything, and you expect people to fucking give you money, you should, yeah. You have a better chance of fucking winning the lottery. if you expect people to fucking give you money for free. Oh, wait, the government does that with welfare. Go ahead, go on welfare.